Hi, I'm Madison Van Duke, and today I'm going to show you how to make organic carrot cupcakes with vanilla bean cream cheese frosting. So I'm going to start with 2 eggs, preferably organic, half a cup of vegetable or canola oil, or light olive oil, anything with a neutral flavor. Again, organic if you can get it. And then 1 cup of wholesome sweeteners organic sugar. And 1 teaspoon of Nielsen Massey's vanilla extract. I usually just measure it in the cap. And I think it's really important to use organic ingredients because there aren't any pesticides or fertilizers used, so it's healthier, plus it's just safer all around to eat. And so just combine these and add 1.5 cups of organic shredded carrots. And I like to shred them myself because that way you have all the juices from the carrot, so it makes the cake really moist. If you use pre-shredded, it might not be as moist though. And carrots are really good nutritionally because they have really a lot of antioxidants, plus they help your vision, especially at night. So I think it's really great to bake with them or cook with them or just eat them. Then in a separate bowl, I'm going to combine the dry ingredients. I'm just going to use the same spoon. And I want 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and that just adds a really nice warm spiciness to this, and I really like that, especially with the carrots. And 1/4 teaspoon of grated nutmeg. And it's really important to use freshly ground nutmeg because then there aren't any colors in that. And I'm mixing this all into 1 cup of flour. And again, with the flavor of the spices and everything, the spices are also, they also have some nutritional value to them too. So, you know, this isn't a terrible cake for you. Then I'm gonna dump the dry mixture right on top of our wet ingredients and just stir these together until it's just combined. And you don't want to over mix this, otherwise it'll get kind of tough and chewy. But these are, if you do this correctly, these are moist and tender and fluffy, and they're so good. So I'm just mixing this together, and there you go. It's perfect batter for carrot cupcakes. And I have 12 muffin cups that I've lined with paper liners, but if you don't have paper liners, then you can just grease them, no problem. I love the paper liners though because they make cleanup really easy, plus they can look really pretty. And I'm just gonna divide the batter among the 12 cups, and I'm using a disher or a spring-loaded ice cream scoop. It has a lot of names, but you know, whatever you call it. And this is a number 20 disher. You can tell because it's on the little paddle right in there. And that just means it's a 1/20 of a pint. And these are great for company, or you can take them to potlucks, that would be really cool. Or just if you want to make something, you're not sure what, these are ingredients that most people have on hand. And that's really cool. And you usually get just 12, and that's perfect. Sometimes you get around 10, so I'd say about 10 to 12. And I think I'm gonna get about 11. So that's okay. And I love to use a spatula get all the rest of the cake batter out. Yes, my hands are clean. So I'm gonna put these in a 350-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until a toothpick can be inserted and come out clean. Now we're gonna start with the cream cheese vanilla bean frosting. And I like to do this while the cupcakes are cooling. That way, by the time we're done with the frosting, they're usually ready to be frosted. So I have 16 ounces of cream cheese, and I'm putting in half a cup or 1 stick of butter. And I'm using salted butter, so I'm not going to need to put in any salt. But if you have unsalted butter, then just put in a pinch of salt. And I'm going to cream these together to get them more pliable. And it's really important that you don't frost the cupcakes too early, otherwise the frosting is going to melt on top of the cupcake, and it's not going to be very pretty. Okay, so we're just doing this to get it a little softened. And to this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Nielsen-Massey vanilla bean paste, or you can use the seeds from 1 Nielsen-Massey vanilla bean. And I usually just use the back of a spoon, just get it out. And I love the paste because then you don't have to open up a whole new vanilla bean. And you don't need to get a knife dirty or anything. Plus, it keeps for a while and it's really easy to just get out. And I'm just gonna mix that in. And I love the little black specks in it from the vanilla bean. I think that's really pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna put in 2 cups of wholesome sweeteners, organic powdered sugar. But I'm gonna add it slowly in a couple batches. And just slowly raise the speed of the mixer up so that powdered sugar doesn't go flying all over your kitchen. Because that would be kind of hard to clean up. And I usually use about 3 to 4 batches of powdered sugar in here. There we go. And this makes a lot of frosting because I love a ton of frosting on the cupcake. It just tastes so good. And try to use organic cream cheese and butter if you can. And cream. We're gonna add a little cream later to thin it out, but okay. So it's looking really good. I'm just gonna add a little bit of cream to make it more spreadable. And I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of cream, but it'll depend on how your frosting looks. Okay. Perfect. See, look at this. It's just the right consistency. It's perfect. I'm gonna put this into a piping bag, or you can just spread it on. I just love piping it because then it looks so pretty and swirled. So I have a cupcake here. It's cooled, and it doesn't look very pretty, but it's so delicious. And we're gonna cover it all up with frosting, so that's okay. And you get to go from the middle and work your way out. And keep going up while you're spiraling around the edge of the cupcake. And then have a little carrot that I made. Use royal icing or white chocolate to make a carrot. And there you go. That's how you make a carrot cupcake with vanilla bean cream cheese frosting using organic ingredients, and it tastes really good and it's really moist. So I hope you guys will make this recipe and that you like this video. Thanks for watching.